Okay, we're recording. This is Shannon Kringen, Goddess Kring. And as I'm recording this, it is November 10th, 2021. I think some of you have been following me for many years, and some of you are new to my YouTube channel. Here's a recent drawing of me that somebody gave me who has been drawing me for many, many years. Oh, there, maybe my camera's focusing better now. So I like this drawing of me. So I work as an art model and a multimedia artist, and things in my life are shifting and changing in very rapid ways. And I have, I think, at the time of this video recording, 905 YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much. If you like my channel and you like my videos and you subscribe, that helps me a lot. I'm thinking of trying to monetize my YouTube channel, which I have never tried to do before. I started it in 2005, I'm pretty sure. And I know that I'm an eclectic, eccentric person, and I march to the beat of my own drummer. And I am only appealing to certain people in the world. Recently, I've been going through so much stress, so much anxiety, and I want to be a person in the world. I don't want to be fake, but I want to build on what I want to grow, which is positive, inspirational energy, freedom, and positivity, and embracing my natural human self. Spending time in the forest, walking barefoot. What I do in the winter in Seattle is I walk, I do brisk walks in the forest. And then when my feet are warm enough, I take my shoes and socks off and I stand barefoot upon the earth. So I'm somebody who loves the microbes in the soil and the mushrooms and the fungus and the microorganisms. And I love eating natural food made by nature with protein and vitamins and minerals and natural fat left on the food that I eat from both plant and animal sources. And I feed my cat a raw meat diet, nutritionally balanced for all life stages of cats. And so this is my new YouTube channel pilot, I guess. So I'll make it kind of short and I'll upload it today, November 10th, 2021, 11/10/21. That's cool numbers. I recently started my own new business, which is a pet sitting business, dog walking, cat sitting. I walk my cat outside, and I've taken care of, I think, 5 or 6 people's animals so far. I love animals, and I love being outside in the fresh open air and breathing in oxygen and being exposed to the natural particles in the air from the plants and the animals and the trees and the leaves. And in Japan, they have a thing called forest bathing. So I think my YouTube channel is going to be about my philosophy. I'm Shannon Nicole Kringen, artist and art model, and free thinker and improvisational, creative, freedom-loving human being on this planet. I have a philosophy about being close to nature and about that being my passion and my love and my joy. And there's a lot of things in the world happening right now that I don't agree with, that are making me very frightened and angry. And I'm not going to deny that, but I don't want to emphasize that because I feel like there's enough of that in the world. There's enough people arguing about what's right and what's wrong, what's true and what's false. And I want to be somebody, I don't want to be fake, but I want to be an authentic, positive, creative person on this earth. So I had a public access TV show for many years called Goddess Kring from 1996 to 2011. And then I had a radio show for a while on Hollow Earth Radio, but that got ended and I don't want to talk about that. I'm very upset about that. It was a year ago. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to be back on the horse, onward and full speed ahead. And anybody who is a fan of my art or my modeling, thank you so much for being here with me. I have over 7,000 photos on my Flickr, free to publish under Creative Commons license. And I do I used to do lots of video monologues. I used to write a lot of poetry. I'm hand painting some shoes and some hats and some handbags right now, mostly for myself. A woman hired me recently to paint a hat for her, and I'm almost done with that. I'll show you when that's done before I mail it off to her. And I am open to new opportunities, and monetizing my YouTube channel might be something I'm heading the direction of. I have 905 subscribers. I guess I need at least 1,000 subscribers. So if you like what I do, please support me and subscribe to my channel and like my videos. Again, I'm an artist and a model, and I paint. I do multimedia. I'm kind of an eclectic person. Some people have told me over the years I should just focus on one thing. I'm taking care of pets. I'm hand painting shoes and handbags and purses and hats. I also take photographs of animals and plants and abstract things. I also model for other artists. I also model for myself. I do lots of different creative things. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been a multimedia artist. When my mom and I lived at a place in Petaluma, California called Evolution Art Institute, and I learned how to do silk screening and woodworking and ceramic clay work. And I used a drill, I used a saw, what do you call it? I used an electric, I used equipment that I don't know if a 9-year-old should have been allowed to do by herself, but hey, I never cut my fingers off. And I used a jigsaw, I think it was called a jigsaw. And I made jigsaw puzzles for the kids up the hill. I was only 9, and I was making toys for kids that were 6. So my mom and I lived at this place, Evolution Art Institute in Petaluma, California, briefly in the summer when I was 9 years old. And I learned how to do lots of multimedia art. And I wrote my own book and I illustrated it. And we didn't have a television for the first time in my life, which at first was very depressing. And then I started loving it because I was running around with Lightning, the retriever of gold dog. And Demetrius was my mom's boyfriend's son, who was also my age 9, and he taught me a few things. And I remember I read The Black Stallion, great book. And I was, reading books more because we didn't have a television for the first time in my life. And I did a lot of artwork. And I feel like that helped me. Like my childhood was kind of messed up in a certain way. My parents were distracted and focused on their love lives and their careers because they divorced when I was 4. So I kind of got neglected in a certain way. And yet at the same time, my dad wrote comedy and music and exposed me to lots of great music. And he wrote his own folk music, and he was inspired by Gordon Lightfoot. And then my mom raised me with the idea of Krishnamurti and Eastern philosophy and Advaita Vedanta non-duality and lots of interesting things like that, and artwork. She's a visual artist with clay and metal. She's very private, so I won't talk about her. Let's just say that I was raised by 2 very creative, sensitive persons who were my parents. And I love them very much. And at the same time, I felt kind of like I didn't get enough attention from them. And yet I'm still trying to figure that out. But I'm 53 years old right now, and I am happy to be here with you. So this is my new YouTube channel pilot, whatever trailer, whatever thingy McJagger they call it. I'm going to put this up now. And I'm going to try to make videos at least once a week, maybe more. So follow me, like me. I have a Patreon. You can follow me there. You can follow me on a bunch of different social media websites. And this is just an idea from now. I'm hoping to try to figure out how to attract 1,000 subscribers. I have 905. So hopefully I can work on that. My main website is shannonkringen.com. And again, I'm an artist and a model, if you don't know that. And I'm thinking I'll just do monologues and talk about my philosophy of life, my improvisational, my new business as a pet sitter, dog walker, cat sitter, cat walker. I would love to take care of goats and chickens and pigs and cows and guinea pigs and ferrets and snakes and even a tarantula. If you have a tarantula, I can take care of it. So if you live near Seattle, I'm available to be a pet sitter. And I have 5 or 6 references I can send you privately to verify that I'm a trustworthy person that's really good with animals. I've had pets all my life. I was raised by a grandmother who had horses and dogs and cats. And my grandma, even later in life, had chickens and geese. And I also, a family friend of ours had goats. And briefly, I had a goat in junior high who gave birth to a goat. So I had two goats, Caria and Mocha, and I got to milk my goat every morning in junior high, I think it was. So I love animals very much. I sometimes fantasize about working on a regenerative agriculture farm, like the amazing place in Bluffton, Georgia called White Oak Pastures. I really admire that place. So I love the earth and plants and animals and artwork and music. And I recently saw the Benedict Cumberbatch movie, The Electrical Life of, what is it, Louis Wayne? That's a beautiful movie. The soundtrack, whoever composed the soundtrack, I forgot the name of that person, but amazing music soundtrack. And the new Tori Amos album called Ocean to Ocean, I'm fond of, and I'm listening to it. The new Edie Brickell, Edie Brickell and New Bohemians, the last two albums they did, I really love. One called Rocket and one called, I'm forgetting the name, but Edie Brickell and New Bohemians have two new albums out, newish albums. I've loved her since 1988. And I'm a huge Tom Petty fan. Tom Petty widens my jetty. Maybe I'll talk about my dreams. So on this channel, I'll talk about my dreams, my philosophy, my improvisational creative life, trying to keep it upbeat, positive, and inspirational, because the world, again, has enough anger and fear and stress. So I'm going to focus on creative, positive, inspirational monologues. I might start sharing some of my photos again. When I go on nature walks, maybe I'll film that. So yeah, this is Shannon Kringen, Goddess Kring, multimedia artist and model, improvisational monologue free thinker. So that's me in a nutshell. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Let's see if I can end this. Stop recording. Stop recording. Okay, have a good day, everyone. Bye.